Hello, folks. Welcome to the Hello World, podcasting with Magdalena. How is everybody doing? Listen, I just wanted to welcome you, as always, to my podcasting, Hello World, podcasting with Magdalena. And for those who are new, I just wanted to welcome you wherever you are listening around the globe. And I just wanted to let you know my podcasting is about personal growth, development, and mastering ourselves. Figure out who the heck we are in this process, and in the meantime, using actually astrology for the personal and collective guidance as a GPS. I always like to kind of use the word GPS because it gives us actually the direction or vantage point, and from there on, we also have, I always like to add to that, we have actually the, free will. How do we want to make a decision? Do we want to go the road, or we don't want to go the road? And what do we want to do about? And, in this time, in this incredible times of transformation, sometimes it's actually very good to have a little guidance. And I have to say tonight, as I was kind of, trying to prepare myself, what do I want to share? Where do I want to go with the podcasting today? I came across this little note, or somebody was kind of adding to the at the end of the article, and it says, "Life is not a problem to be solved, but a mystery to be lived." And I said, oh my God, this is so appropriate, at least for me, in this incredible times of transformation, to have this little, things to hold on. Let's just say that. And the reason why I'm saying this is that for those who are actually quite new to the astrology and trying to understand a little deeper meaning, we just had this unbelievable, intense month of July with a lot of transformations. And I would say, it would be good, for those who are more interested about that, check out the last podcasting, because I was actually talking more about that there, this huge transformation between the, what's the name, the Cancer and Capricorn. I'm not the only one who is actually talking about this huge, shift, what just happened. There are so many of them. And actually, I was listening to the Oracle report. I actually really love her little short videos. And she was actually talking about the August 2nd new moon, and she was mentioning something very interesting, that actually a group of us who are, having all this little chit chat and sharing with each other, the experiences and stuff, we came to the same conclusion that somewhere in July, quite around the end, we felt that we actually moved to the next level. Okay. Actually, I think I journeyed on the 17th that I felt that we just jumped to the next level. And she was talking about in her Oracle report that the symbolism, she was connecting. I don't want to be wrong, but I'm just kind of, giving you folks the date, how I remember that she was talking sometimes about March, new moon, 2017. And there was this huge battle field between the light and the dark energy. And that battle ended up to be on July 24th, 2019. And I said, oh my God, that fully covers what I've been experiencing, this feeling that we move to the next level. And as she's saying, It doesn't mean that we are out, out the woods. How people will say that, that the dark forces are still kind of using their last effort, to do all kind of gizmo. So do not drop you things. Safeguard. Just be alert. And as I say a lot of time, I feel sometimes that I'm kind of walking on the razor edge through all these situations. You have to be totally present. You have to be totally alert. So, let's see where are the planets. Today is August 7th, so it will be pre-recorded, folks, because I will post this podcasting tomorrow. So, the sun is actually in Leo, moon in Scorpio. Oh, holy cow. Yeah, so we have quite practically this Grand Cross, meaning Grand Cross of, oh yeah, I can see it, of fixed sign. So this is right now a time of endurance, because fixed sign is helping us to carry out the energy. So practically Sun is in Leo, Moon is in Scorpio, Mercury is in Cancer, Venus in Leo, Mars is in Leo, Sagittarius is still in Jupiter is still in Sagittarius retrograde, and it will go forward, I think, on the 12th. Saturn is coming also out soon, out the retrograde. I don't have right now my list here, but for right now, it's still retrograde. Uranus is gonna go also retrograde. It's still right now going direct. It's in Taurus. Neptune is retrograde in Pisces. Pluto retrograde in Pisces. Chiron is retrograde in Aries. And not in Cancer, and Lilith is in Aquarius. Wow. Lot of intense energy. So today I would kind of like to have just a little reflection on this Cancer Capricorn polarity, folks. I was actually this whole week I threw myself a little into the evolutionary astrology, and I was kind of researching Jeffrey Green, and it's pretty amazing, his material, and a lot of new stuff, even though, astrology can be overwhelmed because it has so many facets. Okay, you can use it actually just with a regular prediction, which I don't do. You can kind of incorporate to see how to overcome obstacles. That's why I'm using astrology in guidance, and to see where we are facing some kind of transformation, and the chart is showing us it's like, okay, you're hanging too much in this energy. It's time to either let it go, integrate, or try to work with this, okay? Because it is either holding you back or it's keeping you on this stuckness, okay? And I came actually across a few very interesting points. That Capricorn, which we have right now, Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn. We have Pluto since 2008 until 2024 in Capricorn, which Pluto is always, representing our soul growth. And Capricorn has many facets, and what was great to find out, it talks about the past life, problem of conformity, cultural dependency. that was really something that really kind of hit me, folks. You know, I mean, yes, Capricorn represents, also family, father, authority. But the seeing this cultural dependency, if you right now look into, the global scene, what's really happening, we can actually come to the very interesting conclusion that why we are not capable to move so easily forward, because we are so much involved in our culture, or our culture is so much part of us, even though we are trying to kind of work with all the shadow and stuff. But a lot of people are, still connected, very intensely connected with families on, or, what is the society, or the culture or community, what will think about you, and, all the judgments, what a lot of people are experiencing. So it became a very interesting point, and I was kind of, pondering on that idea that yes, we are trying to create this new movement, sustainability movement, sovereignty movements, freeing humanity movements. There are so many of them, and on the other side, it just becomes, what I came to see it, or I understand it, for a lot of people, it just became another movement, and they did not do the deeper work to recognize the totally deeper meaning, what is really going on behind that. And that is why it takes so long certain paradigms to get shifted. And I was kind of researching a little also about this 2020, what they are talking about, and I came actually this whole new things title, which it says 2020 to 2030. It's the Great Transformation. So here we are. We are really talking another 10 years or even beyond that. Some of them I found, all the way to 2035 or 2042, all these changes. So the reason why I'm kind of sharing this with you is that just to give you an idea how certain things are so complex. And right now, since we have actually our North Node in the Cancer, opposing Capricorn, it's also related to our own, childhood, in even our past memories. God knows how long the programming or traumas are actually impacting it, and we are constantly carrying on even through generations. And that's why it's so very interesting when we had the Chiron in Pisces. That helped us actually to go through the wounding of form or what we experienced actually through generations, our parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, and on and on and on. Because my mantra is always that everything what I don't solve, my children will have to go through, what they inherited from me and the family around, and then on the top their own karma. And on the other side, I'm actually trying to resolve what is left over from the family. So it's look like a very, very dynamic processing is going on here, and it takes a lot of internal work to be able to even understand, because a lot of times, we have to ask ourselves, what is mine, what is inherited, what is from the other people's, and on and on and on. So, look, like I said, this is why it's so very interesting right now. I'm constantly using the comparison to the world